Good morning, students. Today we are going to study talk and listen activity of chapter 10 and 12. Let's start with chapter 10. Read this poem. My car is constructed of pickles. Here the title is given that my car is constructed of pickles, means my car is made of pickles. My car is constructed of pickles. It is wonderfully crunchy and sweet. So the pickles are crunchy and sweet, and here the car is made of pickles. That's why the car is crunchy and sweet. If ever I am hungry while driving, I pull off a pickle to eat. So the poet is saying that if while driving the car I feel hungry, what I do? I stop my car and I pull off a pickle and start eating. The engine is made out of gherkins. Gherkins means small cucumber which are made into which are made into pickles. So the engine is made out of gherkins. The dashboard is an extra large dill. Dill is a kind of herb which is used in pickle. The windows and the wipers are kosher, as well as the bumpers and grill. So here kosher means something that is edible, something that is fit for consumption. So the poet is saying that the windows of the cars and the wipers, as well as the bumpers and the grill, they all are kosher, means they are all edible. The hood is made of hamburger slices. The gas tank is brimming with brine. The doors are delectably salty. The hood is a cover which is on top of the engine. So the poet is saying that the hood is made up of hamburger slices, and the gas tank, in that there is no petrol or diesel, but what is there? There is brine. Brine is a solution made of salt and water which is used to make pickles. The doors are delectably salty. The doors of the car are salty. Salty but delectably salty means they are salty in a delicious way. The stick shift is simply divine. What is a stick shift? The gear which we use in the car. That stick shift is divine. There is one little problem I am having. I am sure you would know what I mean. If ever you saw this contraption, my marvelous pickle machine. So now the poet is saying that there is one little problem that I have. And then the poet says that I am sure you must be knowing what I want to say. If you ever saw this contraption is a machine which is very complicated and is also unstable. Then the poet is saying that if you ever saw this type of contraption, then that is my marvelous pickle machine. Marvelous means wonderful. I guess I have included my auto in just a few too many mills, and now it won't budge when I start it. So the poet is saying that I have included too many things over here, too many mills, and when I try to start my car, it won't get start. It seems I have eaten the wheels. Then the poet is saying that I think I have eaten the wheels and that's why the car is not moving. This poem is written by Ken Nesbitt. Work in pairs. After reading the poem, discuss it with your partner. You may select your family member or your friend as your partner, and you have to work in pair. Use these questions and hints given in the box for help. So few questions are given and even hints are given in the box. You have to choose the correct answer. Question 1. Who wrote this poem? The correct answer is Ken Nesbitt. Second, what is the car constructed of? What is the car made of? Biscuits, chocolates or pickles? Correct answer is pickles. Third, How does the pickle taste in the poem? What is the taste of the pickle? The answer is sweet. It's not bitter, it's not sour, it is sweet. 4. What is the engine made of? The engine is made of gherkins. Question 5. What has the poet eaten? The poet has eaten the wheels. Now the listen activity. Listen to the instructions and follow only those instructions that begin with a verb. So now few instructions are given and you have to follow only those instructions which begins with verb. Verb means action, words. First one, please write your name. So here this sentence it starts with the word please, and the word please is not an action word, it is not a verb. Second, stand up at your places. The word stand, that is verb, it's an action word. Stand up is an action word. So you have to follow this instruction. Third, now wave your hands. This sentence starts with the word now, and now is not a verb, so don't follow this instruction. Fourth, sit down. The word sit is a verb, so follow the instruction and sit down. 5. Exchange sits with your partner. The word exchange is a verb. That is why you may follow the instruction. So do change your sits with your partner. 6. Smile at each other. The word smile is an action word, means it's a verb. So follow the instruction and smile at each other. Now talk activity of chapter number 12. Giving directions. Work in pairs. You may take your family member or your friend as your partner to work in pair. Imagine you are walking down the road. A man stops you and asks for directions to reach the municipal park of your locality. Just imagine that you are walking down a road, a man stops you and he asks you that where this municipal park is in your locality. He does not remember the name of the park, but he has written it down. Now complete the conversation. So that man, he has written the name of the park, but he does not remember it, and now a conversation is given which you have to complete. Man stopping you. He says, "Excuse me, can you tell me the way to the park?" Then what will you say? You will say, "I'm sorry, but there are many parks here. If you know the name, it will be easier to locate it." So you will tell the man that there are lots of parks here. So please do tell me the name so that I can guide you. Then the man says, "I have the name written in my diary. Let me check it. It's Gandhi Park." So then the man, he says that I'll check the name in my diary. And he says that the name of the park is Gandhi Park. Then you say, "Oh, it is near Jawahar Colony." Man, now can you direct me to the park? So man doesn't know the way to the park and so he asks for your help. Then you may say, "Yes, you can go straight. Then from the shop, turn left. You will reach the park." So you are giving the directions that you have to go straight and then from the shop you have to turn left and you will reach the park. Man says that "I'm sorry. I could not follow what you said. I'm sorry, I can't understand. I don't know how to go there." So you may say, "Don't worry, uncle. I'll take you to the park. Just follow me." So then you may tell the man that don't worry. I'll come with you. You just follow me and I'll guide you to that park. So then the man says, "Thank you. I'll follow you." So in this way a conversation may be written. Now a small story is given. You have to understand this story properly. The Lion King was busy appointing various animals at different posts. The cheetah had been made the army commander, the wise elephant had been made the prime minister. In the end, only the rabbit, the tortoise, and the donkey were left. At this, animals started laughing. They said that they could not get any post in the royal court. But the Lion King said, all animals have different and unique qualities. The rabbit will be our messenger because he runs fast. The tortoise can hide and spy on the border posts. The loud voice of the donkey can be used as a bugle call. We must learn to respect everyone. So, here in the story, it is very easy. A lion king is there and he is appointing animals at different posts, means he is giving different duties to different animals. He has made cheetah the army commander, he has made elephant the prime minister. After giving duties to all the animals, only rabbit, tortoise, and donkey were left. And so all the animals started laughing at them, saying that they did not get any duty or they were not given any post. So the Lion King said that all the animals have different qualities, unique qualities, and that is why all the animals can do different works. Then he says that rabbit runs very fast, so I'll make him messenger. Tortoise, he can hide and he can spy. And donkey has a very loud voice, and that is why we can give him the duty to make a bugle call. And from this story, we learn that we should respect everyone. Listen to the story and arrange the sentences in a proper sequence. So, here sentences are given and we have to arrange them in proper sequence, in proper order. So, which one will be the first one? The Lion King was appointing animals at different posts. This sentence is the first one. The cheetah had been made the army commander, that is second sentence. Only the rabbit, the tortoise and the donkey were left, that is third sentence. They could not get any post in the royal court is the fourth sentence. The animals started laughing is the fifth sentence. The rabbit runs fast, so he will be the messenger is the sixth sentence. The tortoise can hide and spy at the border posts. That is seventh sentence. The voice of the donkey can be used as a bugle call. That is the eighth sentence. We must learn to respect everyone. That will be the ninth sentence. Today we are keeping till here. Thank you.